At 67, Madonna's life story is far more than the glamorous narrative of fame and fortune that many might assume. Instead, it is a raw, heartbreaking saga of immense personal tragedy, resilience, and the indomitable will to reinvent oneself despite overwhelming loss. Behind the sparkling stage performances, world tours, and chart-topping hits lies a woman who has been through pain most could never imagine. Madonna's personal life is riddled with hardships, each shaping her not just as an artist, but as a human being capable of incredible strength and emotional depth. From an early age, Madonna's life was marked by deep loss. At just 5 years old, her mother, also named Madonna, died of breast cancer at the shockingly young age of 30. This loss was the defining event of her childhood and the emotional wound that she has carried with her throughout her life. The grief of losing a mother so young shaped her understanding of life and death, and she later described it as the greatest tragedy of my life. In many interviews, she spoke about how her mother's death left her feeling abandoned, forcing her to grow up fast, emotionally and mentally, in a world that was already harsh and unforgiving. As if this early trauma wasn't enough, Madonna's relationship with her father, Silvio Ciccone, also became strained after her mother's death, leading to feelings of isolation and emotional neglect. She was sent to live with her father in Michigan, but their relationship never truly healed. This deep-seated pain, paired with the absence of a maternal figure, left Madonna grappling with the fear of abandonment throughout her life. The emotional scars from these early years would have a profound influence on her relationships, career, and even her image. It's no surprise that Madonna's relationship with love, family, and intimacy has always been complicated, as the lack of a stable family foundation in her formative years set the stage for later struggles. As if the loss of her mother and strained family relationships weren't enough, Madonna's life continued to be filled with personal tragedies. In 2024, she faced another profound loss, the death of her brother Christopher Ciccone at the age of 63 to cancer. Not long before, her other brother, Anthony Ciccone, also passed away. While her family life was often tumultuous, these losses were personal and deeply painful for Madonna. Despite the fame and fortune, the pain of losing loved ones was something no amount of money or success could shield her from. The public rarely saw this side of Madonna, as she carefully guarded her private life. However, for those close to her, it was evident that these family tragedies left an indelible mark on her heart. Madonna, who had always been fiercely independent, was forced to reckon with the fact that family ties, despite their flaws, are inescapably central to her identity. Madonna's story also highlights the complexity of navigating relationships while living under the harsh scrutiny of the public eye. For example, in her first marriage to actor Sean Penn, their tumultuous relationship was often the subject of tabloid fodder. Their marriage was marked by intense emotional turmoil, which eventually led to their divorce after just 4 years. Later, Madonna married British director Guy Ritchie, and the couple had a son, Rocco. However, their relationship would also break down, and they too divorced in 2008. Madonna's relationship with Rocco became strained in the aftermath of the divorce, culminating in a highly publicized and emotionally charged custody battle. This battle left her in a state of emotional turmoil, leading to what she later admitted were moments of suicidal thoughts. The pain of being alienated from her own son, whom she had raised for many years, weighed heavily on Madonna, forcing her to confront not only the loss of love in her personal life, but the deep emotional scars that resurfaced from her early experiences with abandonment. Madonna's professional life, though it may seem like the epitome of success, was not free of pain and hardship either. The pressures of fame are often misunderstood, and for Madonna, they were amplified by the constant public scrutiny she faced as a woman in an industry that often dismisses or exploits women as they age. The relentless need to stay relevant in the music industry, especially as a woman, was an immense burden. She has often talked about the constant pressure to reinvent herself, to stay at the forefront of cultural conversations, and to push boundaries in ways that would set her apart from others. Despite this, the road to success was far from easy. Early in her career, Madonna faced rejection from major record labels and critics, many of whom doubted her ability to succeed in the highly competitive music world. In the beginning, she was just another young woman trying to make it in New York City, struggling to pay rent and working multiple jobs just to survive. Despite these early struggles, Madonna never let them break her. She took her pain, her insecurities, and her fierce ambition and turned them into something powerful. She became known for her boldness, her willingness to confront taboo subjects, and her ability to captivate an audience with her unique blend of art and performance. But even as her star rose, Madonna continued to experience moments of deep personal crisis. Her second marriage to Guy Ritchie, while it brought her a son, was fraught with difficulties. Their divorce was highly publicized, and the aftermath of their split was emotionally devastating for Madonna. The custody battle over Rocco, in particular, took a toll on her mental health. At one point, she confessed to feeling hopeless and even considered suicide. This moment of darkness was a sharp contrast to her public persona as a confident and strong individual, and it revealed the vulnerability that Madonna had long kept hidden. But through all of her personal battles, Madonna has always emerged stronger. She has consistently used her pain as fuel for her art, using her personal experiences as a source of inspiration for her music and her image. In her later years, as she approaches 67, she continues to challenge the norms of what it means to age in the public eye. Many in the entertainment industry, particularly women, are expected to fade into obscurity as they get older. Yet Madonna continues to evolve, to push boundaries, and to prove that age is no barrier to relevance. Her ability to reinvent herself with each new era is a testament to her resilience and her refusal to be defined by her past or her age. Madonna's journey is a powerful reminder that success does not shield us from suffering. In fact, the greatest figures often endure the greatest personal pain. Her story proves that it's not the hardships we face that define us, but how we choose to respond to them. For anyone navigating their own struggles, Madonna's life shows that even in the face of the deepest grief and loss, it is possible to rise, to reinvent, and to find strength in the most unexpected places. She's living proof that resilience isn't about avoiding pain, it's about embracing it, using it, and finding a way to transform it into something greater. Her story is one of survival, of fighting back against the odds, and of continuing to shine despite the darkness.